Afternoon trivia, boys. March the 9th. It was incredible. A nice spring-like day today to have afternoon trivia. We did some rapid fire to kick it off. U.S. President's last names trivia. And in this one, we had a stumper. James blank, 20th president. Nobody got it. There was all sorts of guesses like Madison, Monroe, Buchanan. Nobody got it. But it was Garfield. And it was Andy 8010 winning to capture his 8th consecutive afternoon trivia win, 5-1-1. We then went with one that I mentioned in the announcement video, and it was cereal brands trivia. A little Fruity Pebbles action going on in this one. Andy 8010 knows his cereal brands. He won it 5-2 for his 9th consecutive afternoon trivia victory. How long would this streak go on? 1997 film titles trivia. Another one that I mentioned today in the announcement video, and it was Donnie Brasco was one of the films in this one. John pitching a perfecto. You must have seen some 1997 films because he threw a perfect game, got the balloons, wins 5-0, and snaps Andy's 9-game winning streak. NFL all-time NFL free agent signings. A first-time category in afternoon trivia and in general trivia at all. NFL free agents. Simeon Rice was one of them, and we had one of the current ones, Mike Evans, to the San Francisco 49ers. And it was John nailing a lot of these, 5 of these, including Reggie White in 1993, the number one all-time, and it was John winning 5-1. Game 5 was antonyms trivia. Love this one. A lot of fun. KB Toys comes in and wins 5-3-1. KB. We then went with chain restaurants trivia, and this one closed out with Long John Silver's and KB Toys. KB92 closes it out and wins it 5-1-1. Wins her 2nd in a row. We then went with Game 7. Song titles 1975. This was intended to be our closer. And during this one, we had Laughter in the Rain, and then we did we observed a moment of silence for Neil Sedaka. We lost a week ago. Very respectful moment of silence. And it was John. This is our best game of the day, by the way. John wins his 3rd of the day, wins 5-4-2-1-1. Free Jackballs getting a double steal in this game. But it was John pulling out the win, his 3rd victory of the day. It was such a good game that we went back to the well on it, and it was another good one. We went back to song titles 1975 for Game 8, and it was to close it out for the big, fat cash prizes. And it was Free Jackballs winning 5-3-2. Hell of a job in this one by Free Jackball. I don't know what I know we had Feel Like Making Love by Bad Company in this one, but I forgot what the clincher was. But it was Free Jackballs winning and getting the big cash prizes, which I'll do a video on. He wants me to do a video, or he wants me to mention in the big cash prizes video. He did pick the Jimmy John's Big John. That's what we're doing right there, getting a freebie. I've only got 6 days to do it. I'm going to go ahead and cash it in now. Right there, the Big John. Maybe he did that as a tribute to John, who won the most. He had a choice of 3 Jimmy John subs. He went with the Big John. That's the roast beef one. Maybe he did that as a tribute to John, who was our big winner today. It was Andy 8010. This is the people who were there today. Andy was in 2 victories today. The first 2 wins. And that was it for Andy. DPCX was on shower duties last week. DPCX was in, and DPCX was playing. He was close to getting a point a couple of times, so he was contributing this time in afternoon trivia. Good job, DPCX, in song titles 1975. John with 3 victories, the most victories today. There were 8 total games. John's our big winner. And it was JG53 AOL on shower duties. Good to have him back on shower duties. Very dependable on shower duties. I will get to that in a second, though. There was a little controversy on that. The Cobra was very quiet today. My DJ did come through, though. The Cobra. Yeah, he didn't even... Yeah, he gagged on Bryce Paup, the Bills free agent signing from 1995. So Chalk was kind of a no-show. Free Jack was in, trying to get some of that karma for the NFL free agent, and he won the big cash prizes today. One victory. Fenton KU. A couple of KC's screen names were in today. Fenton Loves KU was in and out. Mr. Met was in, and for the second consecutive week of afternoon trivia, he was hit with 2 technicals, went to the showers, and while he was in the showers, he claims that JG53 AOL, who was on shower duties, took naked pictures of him. So we'll have to look into that. I hope that's not the case, because that is against the policies of the Wire Club trivia, afternoon trivia, shower duties attendant. All right. 2 technicals for Met. Bear Scott was in, got some points. Good job, Bear. Susie Q in for the second consecutive week, getting points. Good job. Contributing well. DNR Manny was in. Good job, DNR Manny. He knows Casey and the Sunshine Band. Good job. Get down tonight. And KB92 was in and got 2 victories. All right, so just to wrap it up, Andy with 2 wins. KB with 2 wins. Free Jack Balls with 1 win. And John with 3 wins. Do a separate video on the Jimmy John's pickup. All right. Thanks for tuning in for Afternoon Trivia and for the Afternoon Trivia recap video. Later, guys.